All right, everybody, all you Move, Think, Smile followers out there, I've got a great interview case study for you today. Today, I have the amazing, and I know I say this a lot, but this is really true, what this guy in the United Kingdom can do when it comes to people and back pain is absolutely phenomenal. This is our client, Ravinder Sahota, and he is an acupuncturist with a slew of other really cool things that he can do, including, and if I remember right, Grandmaster Reiki, which is very, very rare out there. But Ravinder, you just had a big victory today. What just happened?
I think I had two victories today.
Two victories today. All right. Yes. What was the first one?
Oh, first one is I just enrolled a person for £3,000.
For £3,000? Okay.
Yes. Which when I started with you, I never thought I can do it because we have NHS here, free services, everything. I was thinking, why would people will say that much money pay to me, Right. But it's happening. And there's another one, I could never believe that it can happen. In the morning, I spoke to another person in Scotland, Edinburgh.
In Scotland?
He is willing to come to me by plane to get treatment and pay me £3,000 again.
Wow. So two clients, £3,000 each. And a guy's coming from Scotland, and everybody watching this right now is like, how did an acupuncturist do that?
I could not believe it. I never thought that it can happen, that people can come to me by plane who will say that, oh, I will catch plane.
And just so for everybody watching,
it's all your training.
And for everybody watching, where in the UK are you located?
I'm in London.
Okay, you're in London, England, and so you got somebody, and that is not close to Scotland, is it?
Edinburgh.
Yeah.
More than 500 miles.
More than 500 miles. So this is really impressive. So Ravinder, when you started up your acupuncturist business, now for everybody watching, we've been working together for more than a year with you. You've had some other great victories. This is not the first time you've enrolled somebody at a more of a flat fee, higher price.
Yes.
And kind of tell us, before all these really cool things started happening with the sales in your business, like what was your acupuncturist business like before we started working with you?
It was like my hobby. Just a hobby. Just a hobby. Yes. Because I had a passion. Huh?
So tell me more about that.
It was like a passion, right? Because I had very good results, right? And I was used to do lots of free camps, in UK. I'm the only one, I think, who does that, right? And I was just learning. I didn't know how to help the society, how to attract clients who want to get better, which you have taught me now.
We have. And so if it was a hobby, kind of like when people were coming to see you, what was your pricing at?
Something like 75, 90 pounds. That's the maximum, 90 pounds.
Per session?
Per session, yeah.
Per session. And typically, how many times would somebody come see you?
Typically 3-4 times.
3 or 4 times. So for each person, you were making between like 300 to 400 pounds.
That's it, yes.
That's
Maximum.
Yeah. And now you've taken that client value from 300 to 400 to 3,000.
Yeah, almost today I can say 6,000 pounds, which is
6,000 pounds today,
which is more than $7,000.
And so, what do you think the big aha moment is? Because a lot of people in your space, especially either the energy space or acupuncture, because we have a lot of acupuncturists that will be watching this.
Yeah.
What do you think is different that you're doing now that you weren't doing before?
Different is I'm able to communicate better.
Okay.
I can explain them how I can help them, right? And I don't book for one session. I book for transformation to get them out of problem completely. Not just massage kind of thing, little bit thing.
Right. So you're no longer selling acupuncture. You're selling the benefit of what the acupuncture gives them.
Yes, complete benefit.
I love it.
Because I know that if person come to me the way I say it, like you have trained me, that person will be free from the problem.
And, before we started working together, how were you getting clients?
They are just recommendations,
So
mainly.
people are just referring people over you,
Names of
things
this
like that.
and that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you actually have a physical place, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you got a brick and mortar, you've got a
I'm
office, you've got a setup,
speaking.
you've got a clinic where people come and see
I
you.
work from home. I have
Okay.
a big house. So one side of the house I have converted into clinic.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
you got a portion of the house that's converted in clinic and you're in London.
Yeah.
All right. Got it. And you were doing referrals. And so how did you land a new client from Scotland who's going to fly more than 500 miles to come see you and pay you 3,000 pounds?
It's your training. In short, because you have trained me how to say words in a few seconds.
Well, how did he
It's your
find
training.
you? How did he find you?
From my Facebook ad,
Yep.
and on Facebook ad, he just saw my ad and he just booked.
Very cool. And a lot of people are like, okay, what is an acupuncturist charging 3,000 pounds for? So what do you help people fix?
My ad is mainly for back pain, but I can fix all musculoskeletal pain and lots of other things. You just heart problem, breathing problem, headaches, migraines, or most of the issues. At least 80% of the issues, skin problems,
Right. Well, you're like a lot
kidney
of,
problems, and then gynecological problems, women's problems,
yep.
men's
And you're,
problems, impotency, all those things. I can help.
yeah, well, you're like a lot of health practitioners, like your skills can help a lot of people with a lot of different things,
Yes, yes.
right?
And sometimes I see I'm treating for one thing,
Yep.
people get more benefit.
Yep.
My best example is somebody who was treating for back pain. The lady said, I have period pain. I insert one or two more needles.
Yeah.
Within a month, she got pregnant. And doctor had told her she will never fall pregnant.
Oh, so basically you kicked her fertility system back into gear.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And this is what's really interesting. Like I've gotten to know Ravinder very, very well. He gets very passionate and very excited. But what's really interesting is he's able through his mixed modality. So he's truly an integrative practitioner. Yes, acupuncture is his main modality, but he has a lot of other things, including reflexology and a bunch of other things that Ravinder can tell you about. But he really he helps his clients achieve really big victories in a short period of time. And typically, Ravinder, if I remember right, a lot of people see a really big progress in just 1 or 2 sessions with you. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Because the integrated, I'm not just doing different modalities. Like I do acupuncture, right? In that acupuncture, I use Chinese concept, Ayurveda concept, and Western concept.
okay.
That is how I will integrate. In one therapy, I integrated all the concepts available.
Yeah.
That's why my results are like that.
That's awesome.
That's unique thing. We have broken all the barriers. In my dictionary, there's no such thing TCM or Ayurveda or Western medicine. No.
Yeah.
It's all one integrated. Just in one therapy.
But the campaigns that we have going out there, the offer that we created was all around back pain.
Yes.
Okay, got it. But okay, so the ads out there, it's all focused on back pain, even though you can do all these other things, and the people that are coming to pay you $3,000 are coming to you for back pain.
Yes.
And so far, the people that you've worked with back pain, are they happy?
Very happy.
I mean, you've got some really good testimonials, don't you?
Yes.
And some of them are like, I feel fixed after 1 hour with you?
Yes. I have done 20 years old back pain, 1 session, pain-free.
I love it. I love it. So before we started working together, the acupuncture, this was kind of a hobby for you. Like, how much were you making a year? How much was the business doing a year?
I would say 6, 7, 8,000 pounds, something like that.
6 to 7 or 60 to 70?
No, 6, 7, 8,000, something like 6 to 8,000.
Okay.
Maximum 10,000.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's just a
Less than
hobby,
10,000. Okay.
which I'm making in a day now.
Which you're making in a day now.
Today.
That is super cool. So with everybody watching, what would you say are some of the big things that you learned that help you go from this being a hobby and making 6 to 7,000 pounds a year to making the 6 to 7,000 pounds a day?
I now have confidence that I can help our society,
Yeah.
number one.
Okay.
And number two, I would say it has completely transformed my personality to communicate with people,
Interesting.
right? Because I have to do lots of charity work.
Hmm.
I have to give talk in front of people who are actually controlling the what do you call it, legal system.
Okay.
Police officers in front of
Yeah.
senior police officers. I have to give presentation, right? Which I can do better now, and I have to go in public and talk about my charity.
Yeah.
Which, and in front of television or camera, I was camera shy to start with.
Yeah.
Before when I started, you said, "What is the biggest obstacle?" I said, "My biggest camera." Now you can say I'm not camera shy.
No, not at all.
Like, when Area said, "Ravinder, what is your biggest obstacle?" I said, "I'm scared of cameras." Now you made me, produce lots of videos,
Yeah.
and I'm fully relaxed. You can see that my body language.
All right. So you got more comfortable being on camera, being on
Yeah,
Zoom, doing things like that. Super
yeah.
cool. And what do you think, was it really, because a lot of people are like, okay, the guy was charging 75 to 90 pounds per session. He's now in a transformational model. He's charging a flat fee of 3,000 pounds. And how many times are you working with the people anymore? Or is it still just like 3 or 4 sessions per person?
3, 4 before, yes.
So,
Now I'm offering complete package for 12 weeks normally.
okay.
So, yeah.
So basically you increased your revenue per person by, gosh, between 5 to 600%.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
that's incredible. And the people are still happy and they're still coming to you and you're still paying you.
Very happy. The guy who has booked today, they said they are going to have their wedding, 50th wedding anniversary in December.
Okay.
I said, then you can have a good honeymoon, my friend.
Yeah.
They were so happy, both of them.
Yeah. It's hard to have a good honeymoon if your back hurts.
Yes.
I know.
The lady didn't have only back pain, lots of other problems.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yeah.
other pains.
Yeah. Well, you were helping him with sexual health too, right?
Sorry?
Were you helping him with sexual health too?
Other guy who's coming from Scotland, he has asked me. I said, we can help you. I can help you.
Yeah. Okay. That's incredible. That's incredible. So when we first started working together, was it easy to take your price from 75 pounds to 3,000 pounds?
I found it will be difficult at the time.
It was difficult. It was difficult. What was the hardest part about that?
Hardest part, I would say, in UK, the NHS is free.
Yeah.
People live in a comfort zone by just getting free medicine, free care, free surgeries. Especially, I was getting old people. They get everything free in UK then.
Yeah. So
Right?
so the NHS, just for everybody watching, if you're not in the UK, that's the National Health Service. And so, yeah. And so everybody in the United Kingdom and England gets free healthcare. And
Yes,
so
free.
this is what's really interesting is, if somebody has back pain and they can get free healthcare, well, Ravinder, how the heck are you getting them to pay you 3,000 pounds?
Because doctors can't help them. I get people who have tried everything. People who are suffering for 10 years, 20 years. This lady I have signed up today,
Yep.
she had osteoarthritis 35 years ago. Imagine, 35 years ago.
It's a long time.
And I have very, very high chances, she will be cleared from osteoarthritis.
Yeah. So the confidence around owning the price, like it's not easy just raising your price, is it?
No, I'm only successful because I know I can help.
Confidence, right? You need to believe in your ability to help people.
Confidence, and then I know how to approach with your training.
What would you say the big distinction is, when you've got free healthcare, when you're in a country that has free healthcare, very different United States, Canada's got free healthcare, France has got free healthcare, UK's got free healthcare. A lot of people got healthcare built into their policies. and then nothing else works. And then it really comes down to, communicating your true value.
Yes.
Right. They've been out there. They've tried everything. They could go back to the doctors for free if they wanted to, but instead they're paying Ravinder £3,000 to fly as far away as Scotland, 500 miles, to help him fix their back pain.
Yeah.
So what do you think the difference is? What's different between what you're doing now and what you were doing before we started working together?
Before, I didn't know how to approach, how to talk to them to start with.
Yeah.
I never thought it's possible. I said, why somebody will pay me that much money? Excuse me. If they're getting everything free from National Health Service, right? But they are now, I understood that they only come to me when they have, when doctor told them nothing can be done with them.
Yeah.
Only then they will come to me.
But they do, and they pay.
Yes.
And they walk away very happy. So this is what's really important. It's like Ravinder's very good at what he does. I know, because I've been listening to him for more than a year, all the celebrations with all the clients he's been working with, and just the testimonials he's getting from people who basically were almost on a stretcher coming in to see him, but then could get off of it and walk away and feel great.
Yes.
Which is really, really impressive. And so the confidence in believing that people would, pay that kind of money, what are some of the big turning moments for you in working with Move, Think, Smile, and like working with like Elia and Andrew and the entire team? Like, what were some of the things you're like, aha, that's how you do it?
It's first of all, you build the confidence that value your service. That's very important, because we don't value our service most of the time.
Exactly.
Believe in what you think you should get. Right? Then stick on that. Stick to that.
So conviction around your pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Even today, the guy, the person who enrolled with me, her husband tried to negotiate with me. I told him, look, I'm not a salesman. I'm a therapist. I don't negotiations. So I stuck, to my price line.
Yeah.
Then they accepted. This is all because you told me that you just believe in your value and don't move.
Exactly. Because if you think about it, even though Ravinder is not charging $75 per session anymore, because he's not selling acupuncture anymore, are you?
No.
You're selling
transformation.
You're selling transformation, and you're not just selling back pain relief. What you're offering is what back pain relief gives these people.
New life, basically. Offering them new life.
It gives them the ability to do things that they couldn't do before.
They can go on a honeymoon after.
They can go on a honeymoon after. Yeah. So some of the examples, if you've ever had back pain, I've had it before, like where you literally can't get out of the car, or you can't get out of the bed to go to the bathroom, or you can't tie your shoes, or if you go to tie your shoes, you can't get back up.
Yes.
Like, it's serious stuff. And when you're able to get out there and communicate your true value, like what Ravinder is doing, right? Instead of selling acupuncture, he is now selling the emotional state of what back pain relief is going to give people. And that's what we call, you're kind of, what you're doing is you're offering people, like you're giving them back their free will. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're giving that back the ability to choose. It's like, who knows what somebody's going to do if their back pain goes away, but at least they have the choice that they can do what they want when they want.
Yeah. The client I enrolled today, both of them, they had a choice. Either husband said, I have to massage her all night.
Yep.
I said, well, do you want to carry on doing like that? He said, no. I said, then she might massage you after 6 months or 3 months.
Yep.
Yeah. And the other person had a problem with his girlfriend, libido problem. I said, you want to carry on like this? He said, no. I said, then come to me.
I love it. I love it. So let's talk about your Facebook ads, because there's a lot of people out there who say Facebook ads don't work. They're working for you, aren't they?
It works.
It works when you do it the right way.
Yes, yes. Because you have trained me now, since you have trained me how to communicate on comments, I'm beginning to get interest of people. I think about more than 100, 250 people have shared my ad. They have shared in their groups.
Now, this is what's really important. Ravinder keeps saying, you train me. I mean, we have different options when we're working with people. Sometimes we train people, sometimes we get in, we do stuff with them, but you're running your own ad campaigns, aren't you?
Yes.
And how big is your daily budget?
About 30, 31 pounds.
Yeah, like 30 pounds a day.
30 pounds, yeah, 30 pounds a day.
All right. So you're going crazy. You're at 31 pounds a day. So 31 pounds a day is roughly 900 pounds, give or take, a month, right? So this month, in just one day, you turned $900, or I'm sorry, 900 pounds in advertising to 6,000 pounds in sales.
Yes. Yeah.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
In a day.
And that's just one day. We're not even done with the month yet.
True.
You smiling? It's
Yes,
pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And he's an acupuncturist, and I don't know if any of you can tell, but Ravinder's not originally from the United Kingdom.
I'm from India.
Yeah, I know I'm kind of being sarcastic there, but it's interesting when you can take somebody from a different country with a different culture and a different background who has moved, to a new place and is doing what I would consider an ancient wellness practice, acupuncture, but you're using modern methods, right?
Yes.
To do
the research. I'm part of the research team.
Yeah. He's got a brick and mortar place. People come to see him 3 or 4 times. He gets 3,000 pounds a pop, and he's making 67,000 pounds a day doing this. Not bad. And Ravinder, once we got your confidence around the price, and you started learning how to talk to people.
Yes.
Because it wasn't like it happened overnight. We've been working with you for a year to get you there, but you've stuck to it. And I've got to give Ravinder just absolute, props and congratulations, because this guy, he shows up to everything that we do. He's there. He might miss 1 or 2, but he's there. At least every time I'm there, I see him, right? He's always there. He's always paying attention.
Because anything I start, I finish it to the end. This is how I learned to therapies,
Yeah.
I committed myself to the end, because anything I learned to the PhD level, highest level. There's nothing after that. Basically.
Right. Well, would you agree, Ravinder, when I say the only ones that fail are the ones who quit? Exactly. Because did you make 6,000 to 7,000 pounds a day in the first 3 months? Nope.
I was making 6,000-7,000 pounds in a year.
Yeah. So we took some time. We got him there. It was a learning process. It wasn't easy. None of this stuff is easy. But do you think we've made the process pretty simple?
Yes. You have been very helpful to start with.
Yeah.
Always available to help, and very clear, and very understanding that if we have any problem, you understand that. Yes. Oh, you understand our heart even. You come in such a way, like a friend. You just help to extreme level, I would say.
Well, let's break down kind of like a process of how we got Ravinder where he is. So number one, we looked at the offer and the structure, right? We said, okay, Ravinder, you can help a lot of people with a lot of different things. Let's first pick the dreaded N-word niche. Let's figure out, okay, what's going to be the focus of his marketing? We really just want to kind of bring somebody in. It's going to bring a lot of different people in, but we really want to focus on that. Yes. Then let's say, okay, well, we know we're at like 75 pounds a session now. But we want to go up to a transformational price of about $3,000. And we set all that up in the structure part, right? So we get it all set up. We have everything in place, and we're like, okay, now we got to get out there and we got to create the messaging around it. That's step number 2.
Yes.
Right. It's like, how do we communicate his value? How do we communicate his value? So somebody who has never heard of Ravinder before, like the 2 people who enrolled with you today,
yes,
they've never heard of you, have they?
No, they didn't.
No. When did they see?
They wouldn't have known me if I did not come to you, basically.
And when did they see your ad?
Only a few days ago or a few weeks ago, something like that.
A few days ago.
Yeah.
Right. And then they booked a time to speak with you.
Yeah.
And then they enrolled on the spot.
Yes. One person has enrolled on the spot. Other person, he said, I have booked my holiday to Philippines for 3
Okay.
weeks.
Okay. Well,
Immediately.
so you're getting started a little bit later.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but he's still ready
But
to go.
he's very eager. He is ready to
Yeah.
come to me by plane.
So when we're looking at the Facebook ads, I think the thing that's really important to highlight here is that somebody who never heard of Ravinder, right, saw his ad a few days ago,
Yes.
clicked on it, scheduled a call, and then just handed you 3,000 pounds, all in
Yes. 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 They
like,
didn't know me before. Before
like,
say 2-3 week, they didn't know me.
yeah. And for some of those people, it's sometimes it's 3 to 4 days, like 72 hours or so. And sometimes it's maybe a week or two. And did you have to take them through this long email nurture sequence? Did you have to do all this crazy marketing with them? Did you have to give away a bunch of your stuff? Did you give them a bunch of PDFs and lead magnets and free books?
No.
Did you do any challenges?
Just to the point, talk, right? And find out if I can help them, basically.
Yep.
Then just let them know what can I do for them. They agree. It's the technique you have taught me about how to interview clients.
Yep. And so talk a little bit about your experience in working with us for the past, it's been more than a year.
Yes.
Like, seems like you're pretty happy. Kind of give people like an insight. Like if this is something that they're thinking about doing and they really want to grow their health and wellness practice, like what can they expect? Like how would you describe working with Move Think Smile?
To start with, you are very friendly. Your communication is very clear, and your training is very high level. Very high level means very high level, right?
Well, it's obviously working, so that's good.
Yes, which works. Very simple, but hard work.
Yeah.
Because it's quite a lot to consume.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's high level.
Yeah.
Right? But you have made it simpler, right? By splitting into sections, right?
Yeah.
And I think it does, for me, I feel like my personality is transformed even. Because after this call now, I'm going to a business networking meeting. We have 40, 50 businesses are going to be there.
Yeah.
All of us are going to be given 1 minute to speak. But I told them I only need 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, I can communicate.
I love
That's the communication skill you have taught me.
That's great. Okay, we'll go back to the structure. We got the structure, then we got the messaging down, right?
Yeah.
Which is where we kind of started this part. It's like the people who've never heard of Ravinder before are seeing his ad, they're clicking on it, they're becoming a client in as little as 3 days. And handing him 3,000 pounds, and he's only an acupuncturist, right? That's what they see. And I just want to stress on how important that is. So we did the structure, the offer, we looked at the messaging, really helped you get that in, right?
Yes.
Then we worked on the marketing strategy. It's like, okay, what's going to be the best strategy for Ravinder? Because do we do the same strategy with everybody we work with?
I think
No.
Everybody, you're different.
Yeah, everybody's different because every offer is different. Every practitioner is different. Every audience that you're speaking to is different. So we want to make sure that we're tailoring that to that. And then, of course, we have this fourth part. So we got structure, messaging, the marketing. Then we've got, sales, right? That's the enrolling. Those are the conversation skills. And I think that's probably where the communication skills Ravinder has seen the most improvement. Would you say that's true?
Yes, that's why I said I can communicate in 30 seconds. I can sell my services in 30 seconds.
I love it. I love it. Well, it's just like when he says, I can fix you in 1 session. And the thing is, he's not BSing. Like he really can. Like he's got the proof. He's got the track record. The things that he can do out there are absolutely amazing. And again, when people on the surface level, what they see is they see this Indian guy who came from India, who lives in the UK, who does acupuncture. And they're like, I don't know. But when they see his stuff, the way he communicates his value, that's how he has 6,000 to 7,000 pound days. Would you say that's correct?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Right. Yeah.
That's amazing. So for everybody watching, Ravinder, what piece of advice could you give them if they're an acupuncturist or in the energy field or reflexology or a health or wellness practitioner, and they're kind of stuck in that model where they're charging, $75, 90 or 75 pounds, 90 pounds a session, or maybe even as upwards of 100, 150 or 200. Like what piece of advice could you give them?
My piece of advice is that if you know your work, if you think you can help people, for various illnesses, then they should join you to benefit the society. Because what I've noticed is when you get a client like this, then they commit themselves to come out of their problem. Otherwise, they just do window shopping.
Yeah.
Here, 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 here. They don't commit. And people like us, we don't get satisfaction fully because they just walk away after 3-4 sessions. They don't commit. And people think you can't help them. Right? By following this protocol, people come to you who really want to get better, who really appreciate their health, right? And you can give 100% to them. If I did not follow this, protocol, then I could not give 100% to my clients. Now I can do my 100%. Because before they were coming just to 1 session, 2 sessions, then I would not give 100% because I know whether if I give 100%, part of my treatment is give training even. I can give training where they can do themselves. Very easy training, right? If I'm not sure they are going to commit themselves to come to me, then I was not, motivated to go that far. Now I can give my 100%.
That's very important because what he's saying there is that when somebody is giving you a commitment for 75 pounds a session, it's really hard for you to give them 100% of you. But when somebody comes in and says, yes, I believe your value, I understand you can help me, here's 3,000 pounds, and you do that a couple of times a day, you only have a couple clients. I mean, think of the math. I mean, in order to make 3,000 pounds, you would have had to have how many sessions in a day?
If it's a 60 pound, then 50 sessions.
A lot. Right? At least somewhere probably about 35 to 40 at 75 pounds.
For 40 sessions.
Yeah. 35 to 40 sessions a day to pull in 3,000 pounds. He just said, could you have done 75 to 80 sessions in one day?
Not in my clinic.
Yeah.
But when I do lots of free camps. In that I'm world record holder. I have done 132 in a day. That's 5 minutes. That's test session only.
That's you're churning and burning and stuff like that. You're not making 7,000 pounds.
No, free.
Yeah, it's free, right? So you're trying to do networking and stuff like that. All right, cool. So the ability to really focus and help people give what you call, giving back to communities, what we call impact, right? Really impacting someone's life. So that's one of the big ahas. That's, piece of advice. What other piece of advice could you give people?
Don't waste time. If you know your work, join MTS and help the communities and get richer as well at the same time. More satisfaction. If you have more satisfaction, you do your job better even.
Exactly.
And don't get burnout, then you can enjoy your life.
Very well. And this is where we're really talking about, we believe that, and we designed Move, Think, Smile and our impact marketing and sales systems in order for you to really help this planet tip the scales from sickness to wellness, make this world a healthier place while having a great income. Would you say that's true for you, Ravinder?
Yes.
Absolutely. So anybody watching, and it doesn't matter if you're an acupuncturist and you've got a brick and mortar and you live in a different country than you're originally from, or maybe you're in the functional space, or maybe you're the integrative space, or maybe you're longevity or regenerative. Either you are what Ravinder's doing or somewhere else, but if you can help somebody overcome a significant physical, mental, and or emotional health challenge, then I invite you to come over to movethinksmile.com/apply to see if you qualify to, have us help you, like we helped Ravinder, build an impact-driven sales system. So he's absolutely right. The impact is all about changing someone's life, and it's all about having a great income along the way, because it can be a true win-win situation, can it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Ravinder, we're not done with you yet. We're still working with you. I can't wait to see till
Yes, yes,
let's make the goal having a 10,000-pound day.
yes. It's possible. Very possible.
Very
I know
possible.
that. Yeah, you
Very
know
possible.
that.
Yeah. All right,
Now,
Ravinder. Well, thank you very much for sharing your journey today. We'll come back and, in a future update, kind
very
of tell,
shortly, yes.
yeah, real shortly tell where everybody's at. But again, if you're interested at all in making this world a healthier place, you want to change people's lives, you'd like to have a great income, you'd like your marketing to work, you'd like your sales to work, and you'd like it to just like start being a lot more simple than it has been in the past, come over to movethinkSmile.com/apply. Let's chat. Let's see where you're at. And, Ravinder, that first time you spoke, and if I remember right, the first conversation you had was with Barb, right?
Yes, yes.
And
I was a shy guy at that time. Camera shy.
yeah, more than a year ago. And
Yes.
was it a really hard, gross
No,
conversation?
no.
Yeah.
No, she did not force me. No.
Yeah. Real easy, really laid back, really strategic, really looking at where the business is at and where we can take things.
There was no pushy sale. No. It was not like selling.
Yeah.
I knew that, I knew that you were genuine. That's why I joined you. And that was my best, I think, decision I made.
The best decision for the business.
Yeah, for my business. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been going now to inter-business networking meeting now and give 30-second speech to attract all of them towards me.
I love it.
30 seconds.
Yeah. So other than the business, I mean, just real quick before we sign off, like what other areas of your life have improved from the things that we've worked with you on?
I can do my other businesses better now. Communication outside.
Yeah.
My charity work. It's too much to explain.
I love it.
I can go on television and talk.
I love it. All right, everybody, come over to movethinksmile.com/apply. Let's see if you qualify for an impact-driven system. And until then, take care, everybody. And next